Welcome to Conversations with Masesi, where my guest and I talk about everything life, family, love, community, and everything in between. As we embark on this conversation today, envisioning the world through the lens of travel, I'm eager to delve into the experience and insights of travel. Today, we'll uncover the unique perspectives and expertise our guests bring to the table. To kick things off, I will like to introduce Michelle and Carla.
Hello.
Welcome,
Hello.
ladies.
Hi, Masesi.
How are you?
We're doing wonderful. Thank you for having us
Yes.
here. And we're thrilled to be here talking to you.
Yes. So to kick us off, I will ask each and of you to introduce yourself, who you are, and the company that you run, and we will take it from there.
Okay. Well, my name is Carla Amaya, and I own Sunset Travel, which is a home-based travel agency here in Saskatoon since 2007. So I've been at it for quite a while, and this is my one of my travel advisors, also partner, and Michelle.
Yes. Hi, I'm Michelle Morrison. I am an associate with Carla. I go by the name of Abalone Travel, and I started in September 2023 with this lovely lady here.
Yes.
My mentor, my coach.
Awesome. Thank you, guys, for honoring our invitation today. But before we do anything, I want, we'll start with you, Michelle. Tell us, why did you start the travel agent, Abalone, and why the name?
I met Carla, so it's a bit of a journey that we've been on together. My daughter's wedding was many years ago, and Carla helped us with the wedding in Punta Cana, but also my niece had a wish with the Wish Foundation, and she is a Disney specialist. So Carla came into our lives to help us with our own travel needs. And since then, we've touched base many times. Yes, I had a different career, which I retired from in the summer. And luck would have it, we came in touch with each other this summer, and that reignited a spark that I had for travel. Things happen for a reason.
They do. They do.
Here we are.
Yeah. And how did you start, and what made you start?
Well, to be honest with you, I've always had travel in my blood. Since little, I used to live in California, and so going to Disney on the weekends was a must, right? When you're Californian, what do? You go to Disney on the weekends. So I've been introduced to Disney since I was 5, little. And so that kind of really struck up a nerve to me. And it wasn't until 2007 that I decided to really go for it, right? And my kids were older, and I didn't have to take care of them anymore. So the challenge for me was, at that time, what else do I do? What's my passion?
Yes.
And travel has always been a passion for me ever since like I said, I was little. So introducing that travel and that passion to other people is my passion now.
Right? So it's that thing that drives you, and now you're driving all of us. I like that. You know, Michelle, I like that somebody comes and solves your problem, and then you find passion in that too. Isn't that amazing? That for us to be able to do what we like, there's somebody that comes with that match and then light the spark. And here you are today. I'm running your own travel agency as well. Now, you guys have families other than the businesses that you do. Do you find a way to integrate both lives with your passion?
Absolutely. Yeah, our lives, I know for my side, my kids have been lucky enough to travel the world with me. And so has my husband too as well. So you integrate family life with the passion together.
Yes.
So it is a symbiotic relationship.
That's right.
One feeds off of the other. And so while we are on vacation, with me having the thought of travel agency, I always go inspect a hotel, do a site inspection while the family is on the beach enjoying life, which they get a little paranoid about that once in a while.
Time to clinch another deal for you.
Well, that's exactly right. And so you do the best out of the situation you get, right? And so I figured, you know what, I can't just lay on the beach and enjoy time. I need to also work. And so my mind is always thinking, right?
Yes.
How can I better myself, better my business, better my knowledge, and therefore, you know, share that knowledge with my associates,
Yes.
because obviously not all of us can travel, and not all of us can be at the same place at the same
At the
time.
same time, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I integrate everything.
Yes.
I
How's
don't know
that
about Michelle.
integration for you?
Yeah, it's the same. And Carla is more traveled than I am. There's no question. But going back to the days when my kids were younger, even with my parents, travel with family for me is number one.
Yes.
Yes.
There's people often wondered, well, why do you bring your parents? It's the joy that I see in their faces,
That's right.
but also my children.
Yes.
So this has always been, like Carla, and she's known this with me as well, a passion. I enjoy it, and I like, whether I'm helping someone, even before I became a travel advisor, just helping someone navigate the web to find their own vacation that suits their needs. There's fulfillment.
It is.
in
It
that.
is. It
Yeah.
is. So in your travel, obviously, like they always say, travel puts a different taste in your mouth. Has that done that for you, that now you crave for more? I want to do something. I want to go to places I've never been. So how's that for you? How's the growth when it comes to travel?
100%, and there's no turning back.
Really?
Really, and when you, so on my spouse's bucket list,
Yes.
I'll give an example. Thailand was on there. It was not necessarily on my list, but after going to Thailand and experiencing that culture, the food, the beaches, all of it, then we went back a second time. I want to see more of the world, because once you put your toe in that water, you want more.
You
Yes.
do. Yeah. It's never ending, honestly, and the amount of travel destinations out there in the world, it's overwhelming.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of everything for everybody
Yes.
on every budget, from extravagant to budget conscious travelers, right?
Yes,
So,
that's true. Yeah.
and the knowledge of it is never ending. I always say I always learn something new every day in this business, and we do. Honestly, we do. And so with the constant keeping up with our learning modules with each company, there's always something to learn. So we're not stagnant in terms of our knowledge. We
Yes.
always excel. And that gift that we get to learn, we share with our clients.
Yeah. I know with Michelle, she had a different career before this. So have
She
you
did.
always been in the travel industry?
No, I've actually owned a cleaning company before, and I
Okay.
had a home daycare when the kids were little. And so my mind has always been in the business aspect of it,
Yes.
right? Being your own boss has always was something that I strived for. Doing my own scheduling, my own hours. And so having that as a background really forced me to put both feet in the water and jump into the travel industry. And now after COVID hit, the amount of travel agents that actually forced them to retire
Yes.
has been quite tremendous. So the lack of knowledge travel advisors, it's few. And so we're seeing quite a bit of an uptake in terms of requests and inquiries. And so we got to be there for them, you know?
Yes, that is so true. And I know with you, Michelle, when your kids were little, you traveled together as a family. Please share that one experience. Yes, I know you said it made you feel so good to be having everybody around. But what was that modeled for you, or is it something that you decided, I want to do this for my family?
It wasn't really modeled for me in that same way, because probably when I was growing up, traveling to other countries, maybe these destination, all 1 week vacation,
Yeah.
all inclusive, I don't recall them existing like they do today. We would jump in a vehicle and go see the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, that's right.
I grew up in
Road
Calgary,
trip,
so
yeah.
that
That's
was
right.
a little bit different, and camping and stuff like
Yes.
that. With my children, of course, it was the first time we all went together. It was fun in that moment, but we still talk about it today.
Yeah. It's the memories you make.
Wow.
The memories you make.
Yes. And the connection as a family. So what was your family's first trip
The
outside of Saskatoon?
Yeah, that was in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. on the Caribbean side. Yes,
And they still talk about that to this day.
always.
So you took your passion
Yeah.
and you just turned it into something wonderful and have a business.
Yeah.
You're running it. Both of you are doing extremely good in your businesses and you're loving every minute of it. And you try to satisfy us, your clients,
Yes.
and inject this passion in each and every one of us. But there might be somebody watching us today and saying, I want to do what they're doing. So what advice do you have? Somebody who wants to leave their jobs to try this. Michelle,
Yeah.
are you going to say to them, go for it, or are you going to give them steps?
You know, if someone expresses interest, I think the number one thing is to have a conversation,
Yeah.
because you want to
That's
know what is it that they want out of the experience.
That's
You
Absolutely.
know, and there's many other questions, but it is having a conversation
Absolutely.
to better understand what their needs are and what their interests are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think having that conversation is utmost laying it and being transparent,
Yeah.
you know, with potential travel advisors that want to become one.
To become one.
Absolutely. There's good days, there's bad days. So
Good days and bad days. I like that. Let's just be transparent about that. And as we conclude our discussion about your role, guys, as travel agents and the values that drive your dedication to this profession, I'm reminded of the words of Anthony Bourdain. Travel changes you. As you move through this life and this world, you change things slightly. You leave marks behind, however small, and in return, life and travel leaves marks on you. Your insights today have allowed us to glimpse the imprints of your dedication and values within the travel landscape. Thank you. That's a wrap for this segment. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms to keep the conversations going. Thank you for joining us on Conversations. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you and yours. Shalom.